just recording. Waiting for me to. This is weird. This is weird.
On this internet, things are happening. Hello, guys, and welcome back. How are you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in. Let's jump right into this one. Grab your popcorn because you are about to go on another journey of us to think like what is going on the internet. This lady right here, y'all looking at, she pressed a record because she was about to take a shower. And I guess her husband came in and said, "Why you about to take a shower without not telling me?" I ain't got no problem for her to press the record. You know what I mean? But for her to put it on the internet, I don't know what for. But she put it online and people are just adding their commentary, you know what I mean? Add their comment down there. How do you feel about this? Maybe this is the way they show their love, right? And this guy be like, okay, we do this together. Why you about to take a shower by yourself? But yeah, what? On the internet, they are not reading it that way. They are not taking it that way. I'm going to be rolling your clips, reactions from people. Had your comment down there. Credit to the creators for giving us this opportunity to add our comment. Let's watch, and we had more commentary at the end of it.
Okay, so I saw the video with the lady who was trying to shower, and she said her husband hates when she doesn't tell him that she's going to shower. Well, it's a control thing, and my ex-husband used to do it to me, and I didn't know that it was a control thing. Initially, I thought it was kind of cute because our relationship was okay. You know, you first get together. He wanted to shower together. I never really did. My reasonings were pretty superficial. Like, I don't wash my hair every time I'm in the shower. I like to kind of get in and get out. Also, if my hair is straight, I don't want the shower super hot because it's going to curl my hair back up. So as our marriage progressed and got worse and worse, I didn't want to do it, and I didn't really have good reasons, and I couldn't figure out how to like vocalize it. And he would always gaslight me and, you know, oh, you should want to shower with your husband, like you should have no secrets, and you should always want to be together, because he would never leave me alone. You guys remember Risa Tisa and Why Did I Get Married, or Who the Fuck Did I Get Married To? And it was, she talked about how he never would leave her alone. It was just like always there. So she didn't ever have time to like think and process things. So like, that's how it was. And I also didn't know what boundaries were. So I didn't know that like me wanting to be able to go to the bathroom by myself, have my time, was a boundary. And it was okay for me to say, no, I don't want you to come in here. He would gaslight me and say that I was insecure and like he was trying to help me be more confident and I didn't have anything to hide, So those were already the issues anyway. Add to the fact that anytime I would go in the bathroom, all of a sudden he had to go in there. All of a sudden he could be doing something completely opposite. As soon as I want to get in the bathroom, now he wants to get in the bathroom. One time he came in and he would like shit when I would be in a shower. And one time it would just irritate me. It was bad. It smelled up the bathroom. I was pissed. I just got out. And I locked the door another time and he picked the lock to come in and get in the shower anyway. And I flipped out and I ended up getting out and he was like, I'm never going to do it again. Good. And he didn't. But he made it about how I was insecure and that's why I didn't want him in there. Or it was weird to him that I didn't want him in there. What am I doing? What am I hiding? Why am I being so stinky about it? Why do I need to take my phone in there? You know, but he would just never come in and like feel the vibes and, you know, just be in there. It was like coming in there, turning off whatever I'm listening to, turning up, putting the water on his volume, like his heat level, all this stuff that I just did not want. And so I was postpartum at one point and I was cleaning out my drawers. So I like my drawers to be very organized. There was lingerie that I had from our wedding that I never ended up wearing. And so I found it and I went to go put it on. I'm postpartum and I'm nursing. So like I couldn't even get it on. My boobs were so big. I kind of thought it was hilarious. And so I had put it on and like went to go like show him because I thought it was funny. Y'all, he literally ripped me a new asshole, told me I looked stupid, like, all of these different things. Basically, I didn't do it because I thought it was funny. I was like trying to be sexy and I failed, and he laughed at me and just all this stuff or whatever. And so like after that, I never changed in front of him. I never like took anything off. I did every single thing in the bathroom. And he knew that because one time he was like, oh, you're not changing in front of me because of like what happened. And I was like, what happened? He was like, oh, well, you know. No, what happened? Oh, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Okay. And so like it was so uncomfortable all the time, and I didn't want him to do it. And I realized the reason why was because I felt like he was watching me in a negative way. And he was, because I would always catch him like looking at me, but it'd be like looking at me to find something wrong, looking at me to like nitpick something. He'd watch me like wash the dishes, and then he'd be like, why do you wash the dishes like that? You wash the dishes weird. Like, you wash them wrong. You're the only one who washes them like that. Because I liked to have everything out the sink, clean the sink first, have everything organized, and I'd wash all the glasses and all the plates and all the bowls and all the silverware. Like, I don't mess up my thing, right? And he would just watch me with like almost like disgust. And he hated that I wanted to present myself to the world and also to him well and put together, and would always try to like catch me looking terrible and catch me at my worst. And I didn't know that for a fact originally, but then realized that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is exactly why I didn't want him to be in there. And I remember later on, like another relationship I had after I got out of this, and I had a boyfriend looking at me, and I was like, what are you looking at me like that? And he was just smiling. He was like, you look so pretty right now. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a difference between the way he was looking at me, like get ready for work, versus like the way my ex-husband would look at me getting ready for work and like nitpicking everything I did. But he would not respect my boundaries, and he chose not to see that, or chose not to understand that. And that was my biggest issue. Was I said, I don't want you in here. You should just respect that, point blank, period. Right? It has nothing to do with you. I want to be in a bathroom. I want to be alone. You can't respect that. So yes, now I'm angry, and now there's a problem. I didn't stand on business because I didn't really know, like, I could, I guess. And I didn't really know that him violating that was like not okay. If your partner says, hey, I don't really feel comfortable with something, or even I just don't want you in the bathroom when I'm in there, right? I am not the girl who is gonna shit in front of you, who's gonna fart in front of you, who's gonna burp in front of you, who's like, that's not me. And I would prefer you not to do that in front of me either. And if we have two bathrooms, which we always did, you could go to a different bathroom. But it was like, as soon as I would get ready to do something, there he was, right there, right up under me. And it was always worse if, like, looking back now, I know, if he was doing something, if he was cheating, or if, like, his girlfriend was threatening to, like, blow up his affair or whatever, or he thought I was about to find out. Those were always the worst times, when then he would really just be up under me all the time and just wouldn't leave me be. And I was like, I'm postpartum. I don't feel comfortable in my body. I lost all my baby weight, but I still feel very weird. I feel squishy and not put together, and I don't have a lot of time by myself. And so the few minutes I had by myself to be able to like go shower, listen to what I want to listen to, or just shower in silence and be in there by myself, he would violate. And then when I would like want to get ready and put my makeup on, he'd be like looking at me like, why are you doing that? I've never seen anybody do that before. You know, you don't need to wear all that. You don't need to do all that. Oh, you're trying to look good for all these other people, and just like nitpick the shit out of me. It's like, dude, first of all, this is shit I do every single day. I'm wearing the same thing I wear every day. You're just not in here. And then, I didn't know you wore so much makeup every day. Oh, you know, and I was just like, constant. And I never had anything to myself. And when I watched that video, I literally was like, oh my God, that's it. And I had never seen that before. I've never talked about this before with anybody. I've never shared any of those like little snippets of stories ever, because I never really, first of all, in the scheme of things, that was very small, but also still wasn't really sure it was a thing, right? Because he always pushed it off as like us spending time together, husband and wife, you know, I should be okay with this. There's something wrong with me if I don't want him in a shower with me. But watching that video just brought it all back, and just that feeling of like, dude, I just want to be myself. And why should I have to tell you that I'm going to go shower? Like, why should I have to tell you that I'm going upstairs? And where are you going? We live in a house. Like, where do you think I'm going? I'm either going upstairs to the bathroom, upstairs to our room, upstairs to the baby's room. Like, where do you think I'm going? And even with me, when I was cleaning out my drawers, he just was like, you weren't cleaning out your drawers. You just don't want to admit that you look stupid and like, da-da-da. Who cleans out their drawers like that? I've never heard of anybody cleaning out their drawers. Why would you do that? My drawers were unorganized, and I wanted them to be organized. So I don't know how the rest of their relationship was, but like my husband hates it when I shower alone. Literally, I would have said that verbatim.
Historically hates when I take a shower without inviting him, so we're gonna start it up and see if he comes in tonight.
There's something going on here. Is this recording of waiting for me to show up?
Okay, once again, my husband hates when I shower without him, so we're gonna start it up and see if he comes in. You have to get out right now.
I'm sorry, was this a boundary
TikTok
for you?
said I'm safe! You gotta leave! I'm so sorry you have to witness this. Let's talk about it. I think it is really, really important to realize that if you see somebody who you think is experiencing DV and your first thought is to go to their page and leave hundreds of hate comments, lots about the way their partner looks, you're driving them right back into their partner's arms. Like, who are they going to run to for safety? Not the internet comments. Second, I agree with you guys. Like, it should never be an expectation, an obligation. Intimate time with your partner is your choice. Which means if you want to shower together, do it. If you don't, that's totally okay. And no, we do not do it every night. I would not shave in front of him either. So we get the ladies in the comments. But at the end of the day, I can say no, he can say no, and you can say no because it's your body. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my comments because there are a lot of videos being made about this, and I think everything's been said that needs.
This is weird. After she posted this video, a bunch of people said, hey, this is weird. So she made another video basically being sarcastic and saying she's in danger. Okay, whatever. At the end of the day, when you post a video to the public, you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get some public opinions. I'm not going to be like them. I'm not going to say you in danger. I'm not even going to say that you don't even get any privacy. I'm not even going to say that. But I will say this in particular is weird. This is weird. You said it yourself in the beginning of the video that your man doesn't like it when you take showers without telling him. In my opinion, if every time before I had to take a shower, I had to tell my wife, or she would creep through and be like, why you in the shower without telling me? I would find that strange. Just like many others. It would even give me the ick, honestly, if I felt as if that I couldn't shower without having to inform somebody or feel like somebody's gonna walk in on me. You know what I'm saying? I would even feel annoyed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Credit to the creators for giving us this opportunity to add our comment. Add your comment down there in the comment section. How do you feel about this offense? Do y'all think this is weird? I think maybe this is where these couples, you know what I mean, they take showers together, which most couples love to do, right? But I think for her to put it online and her now want to come back and say something else, for sure, if you put what's supposed to be personal to you and your husband, to you and your spouse, to your family, if you put it online, for sure, you just have to like be ready with the feedback. Because some might agree with you, some might say this is weird, just like one of the creators said, this is weird. Why some might say no. Sometimes when you want to take a shower, you just need your moment. You want to think, you want to reflect, you want to like have that moment to yourself, right? Why some say maybe she put it online just to get different, you know what I mean, opinions, or maybe she is tired herself and she want to put this online for all to see if some couples are, doing the same thing, or you know what I mean, or maybe to get the attention of the husband. I just said pressing the record is okay. That should be safe for their family, for her and her husband. Putting it online and not trying to like clean it up, like she's fine. Yes, you can come out to say something different, but the moment you put it online, people are gonna have their say. People are gonna like you just give people opportunity to tell us their own stories, you know what I mean? Just like the other lady. Some likes it. Take a shower with their partner. Some just do not. Right? How you feel about this offense? I think this is the way they just play love to themselves, but putting it online and not trying to come back and clean it up. I don't know. But hey, how you feel about this whole thing? Go down there in the comment section, add your comment, and I am gonna see y'all in the next one.